Tell us your career about the short turnaround and how to approach it.
Just it's quick, but I mean it's the NFL. They people don't really, you don't really care. It's just another week. Gotta kind of like I spoke on yesterday. You enjoy the win on the plane, and as soon as we landed, it's on to the Jets. So, we're focused on this week and a division game, a home game, primetime game. So, we gotta come out and be ready and do what we got to do to get a win.
How do you feel about the team right now? Mentality of just keep on going, no let up. You guys just seem really focused and locked in.
Yeah, it's good. We feel focused, locked in, like you're saying, but we got to keep it going.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just starting. We kind of very well harped on that. November is an important month. December, so just getting ready for this week and taking it week by week and day by day.
How do you evaluate the matchup? I don't know if you have a chance to take a look at the receivers in the Jets yet.
Garrett. Everybody knows about Garrett and what he brings to the table, and Brees does a real good job. They got a good offense. They got a talented offense, and it's a division game. There's always anything could happen in the division. They're important games, very important games. So just getting into it today and be ready to go on Thursday.
Christian, what's different about prepping for a short week?
What was that? Tried that one. See,
everything's just accelerated. As far as different, not like you still watch film and do the same things. It's just you're missing 2-3 days. So kind of just got to do it on an accelerated pace. Get into it quicker. You got to adjust your schedule a little bit, but not too much.
So what comes with help being home, but also you got the new unis coming out, and you also have the crowd. Will be pretty stoked for Thursday night.
Yeah, it should be a great environment. It's a big game, a rivalry game. We're excited to go out with these uniforms, but the most important, we just want to go out there and get a win and give the fans something to continue to cheer about and just do what we got to do.
You're talking the
different uniforms of college. How do you step this one up against the YGs? But
it's pretty cool. I like it. It's different. I loved all the uniforms we wore in Oregon, but sometimes it got a little crazy just trying on a new helmet every week. But it's cool. It's fun. Feel like it's gonna be a good energy in the stadium just from that. Giving the fans a different uniform that we haven't worn. But more importantly, we focus on the game. The uniform's cool, but we're focused on getting that win.
Was there a favorite at Oregon, or was there one where you tried on and you're like, this is kind of not feeling it?
My favorite, personally, we wore it was like a blackout, but it was pink. So we had pink numbers. It's for the breast cancer. We did that. That one was cool. Least favorite. People always ask me about the duck uniform. I wasn't there. That was way before me. So I don't think that's a good look. But everything else, every other uniform been good. And they're coming out with heat this year. So we always got some good stuff.
Do you guys still get hyped for the Jets, or does it's just another game regardless?
It's a division game. Any division game is big. We want to win the division, do what we got to do. So, you don't get overly hyped about one game versus another team. It's kind of just go into it, same way you perform and get ready for the same game, for a different game, but it means more because it's a division game.
I understand. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Today I just did some chill. I didn't do too much, but back in the day I used to get the 30 count nuggets, but not today.
That's not on the meal plan?
No, not today.
What's this? Mike Vrabel just said a few minutes ago, today's Thursday. You guys, what's the mentality of tackling this week and getting ready on a short turnaround?
Yeah, this is my first time doing this. So really just getting in, taking care of myself. Asking the older guys questions, guys that have done this multiple times. But yeah, we're big rivalry coming in this week, so we got to get ready. Don't have a lot of time, but just got to get ready for Thursday.
And how much would you like to just keep this thing rolling, what you guys have been able to do?
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to win. That's the only reason we're here. So, yeah, that's the whole objective.
When you talk about the short turnaround, too, how much is it nice that there's almost a bye on the other end of it if you get the job done? Coming up on Friday, you get some time to rest.
Yeah, we can't really worry about Friday. All we can worry about is today, what we have to do today to prepare ourselves for the game.
Well, how much pride do you take in being able to keep Drake relatively clean? That's right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's our job. So just putting, him in the best position possible to lead us and, do what he does and get it to our guys that are explosive, giving them time to do all those things, and, it pays off. So, just all of us working together.
What stood out to you about Travion this week?
I mean, it was coming. I didn't know when or how, but it was coming. I mean, everyone in here knows the type of player that he is and the type of athlete that he is. But yeah, I'm super excited for him. And just got to keep it going.
How nice was it to see Travion and Kyle, two guys that came in with you in the rookie class, have those explosive plays yesterday get going?
Yeah, it's super cool. We knew with Kayshawn going, not being able to play that Kyle was going to get his chance. And, when he got in there, he made the most of his opportunity. And I'm super happy for him. He works his tail off, and for him to get rewarded is pretty cool.
First thing you did was thank the offensive line for the job that you guys did, the dirty work up front. How good did it feel to be able to seal
Kyle
off
said that.
the whole Travion?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we just got to give those guys, him, Ramondre, Ernest, Terrell, we got to give all those guys an opportunity, man. They can do, some special things with the ball in their hand. So we just got to give them an opportunity to go do what they do and what they're here for. And we were able to do that yesterday, and it paid off.
How excited are you to play in your first time game at Colette? Just weather's getting colder, big games are coming up for you guys with the Crichton level.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I'm just ready to play. Just gotta get ready this week to go out there and have a good game on Thursday.
Will the Jets so far? I know it's early. It's been just a couple hours, but have you reviewed them at all?
Yeah, I've been looking at them. They got some talented players on their defense.
You found out?
But we just got to get ready this week. Have a good short few days of preparation to put ourselves in the best position possible.
What day is today?
We'll see what happens.
Well, how much do you know a lot about how this is going to work easy for you? How do you make sure, especially after yesterday, against a big win against a good team, how do you avoid a letdown?
I haven't heard anyone say that this was going to be an easy win. I don't think that records in the NFL matter at all. Every team has players in the National Football League. Every team has Pro Bowlers. Players that can hurt you if you don't do your job. This is a divisional game, so it's never going to be easy when you're playing in the division. So we got, like I said, we just got to have a good week and get ready to go.
Will this Vrabel have you believing it's Thursday yet?
No, I think it's Monday, but I know Thursday's coming fast. But yeah, I mean, your whole preparation schedule and your routine has to get, shrunken down. So there's something that's different. And I understand what he's saying when he says that, especially for guys who haven't done it before. And he, told us that the guys that haven't done it before, make sure to get with some of the older guys who have to, figure out, some things that they do on a short week to help them, mentally, physically put themselves in the best, shape possible to go perform on Thursday.
Any tips that you picked up maybe from some of these guys that you're going to try to practice this week?
Yeah, I mean, we just, it's all, might not be as physical, as a normal week would be. So, really got to just kind of be locked into the details of the game plan and, take every mental rep that you can.
Thank you. What's your quick flag?
Monday or Thursday?
We got a game in, what's today? We got a game in 3 days. So
What's the mindset? Just dealing with a quick turn.
Man, just getting healthy as you can, and being ready to play. It's gonna be a primetime game, so everybody gonna be ready to play. But feel as best you can. Let's go over the plan. Let's go over how we're going to attack the Jets this week. Go from there.
How nice is it just to no let up, just keep going forward, doing what you guys have been doing for 7-8 weeks now?
Yeah, I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, the nature of the business that we in. Come in, take care of your body, and be ready to go when it's time to go. I think that's a big thing the coach been preaching to us. It's still, while we're doing that, just constantly just being closer together as a group and as a team. And I definitely feel like they help us win games like yesterday.
Well, you've done this before. Sorry, Mike. You've done this before, the short turnaround. What's been the key for you? And what are you telling? Will Campbell was just saying, trying to listen to some of the older guys because I've never been through it. What are some of the keys for you to getting through the short week and being productive Thursday?
Man, just doing my normal routine, but kind of like doubling up on it. So massages, I already got one. I'm probably gonna get another one tomorrow. Getting the float tank in the back, ice tub, cold tub. Go see the trainers, anything I got that's bothering me. And just trying to stay on top of things. Make sure I'm eating. Get IVs and all that stuff. Make sure I'm putting all that weight back on from yesterday.
What did yesterday show you about this group?
Man, we ain't gonna stop. Like, I don't care what happened. You do good on the play, do bad on the play. We move on and try to figure it out. And I think that's been our motto all year. Somebody gotta make a play. We don't care who it is, when it is. When the opportunity presents itself, if you doing what you're supposed to do, ball come to you, you make it. Hey, that's all we live by.
Milton, the more you win, the more the expectations seem to raise. Do you embrace that, the rising expectations?
I mean, I just like winning. That stuff gonna come with it. I think somebody asked me about being overlooked or underhyped or something yesterday. It's like, bro, that's gonna be there regardless. We win, lose. Everybody gonna have something to say, but I'd rather win and then see what y'all got to say after that.
Milton, how did you evaluate the run game, Brees, and just the matchup that you guys have presented to you?
Yesterday?
The upcoming.
Oh, for the Jets?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even looked at them all that much yet. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna look at them today and break it down. But I know, they got a new group up front. They got a lot of young guys they invested a lot in the draft. Quarterback that can run, Brees Hall, talented back. So it's gonna be a challenge for us, like it is every week. We see pretty good backs every week. So
you guys have a pretty strong run defense. What has worked for you specifically in that aspect of the game this year?
Man, just trying to be where I'm supposed to be. Resetting the line of scrimmage, pad level, make sure my hands where they need to be, and just trying to disrupt any play I can when I'm in there.
Is today kind of a cramming session, study-wise?
For sure. I mean, we just got back last night, got something to eat, went to bed. I'm up. Just got a lift in. I was finna go get something to eat till y'all came over here. But just getting ready for this week. This is gonna be another challenge for us, but I like our chances.
How nice is the incentive of go full tilt Thursday, kind of get that little bit of almost a nice weekend off? How much is that motivation for you guys too?
I mean, like I said, we want to win, but obviously getting a break is gonna be good. I was telling somebody earlier, usually we get like a Monday, we come in, lift, and we can relax, and then we get the day off. But we ain't no day off this week until after the game. So, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I know we'll be ready. What you got?
It seemed like the Bucs had more success running the ball than most teams have had against you guys. What did you see, and maybe what stood out on tape?
No, I think they had a good plan. I mean, I think Tristan Wirfs is one of the best at his position in the league. I think they do a lot with him in the run game. I just felt like we weren't as sound as we have been all year. I don't know why. But, I mean, it ain't like they were just running it at will. But I feel like, me. I feel like we can do better. But, it's on the next week.
Like you were just talking about you guys getting overlooked, but you're going to start getting more and more attention, and you're playing a team that everyone will be happy to overlook. Whether it's someone at Dunkin' Donuts or in the media, whatever, they're going to be telling you guys this week, like, well, this will be an easy win. Mm-hmm. How do you avoid a letdown? Man,
this is my 5th year in the league. And what I learned is you got to show up every week. I don't care who you play. They got them boys getting paid over there too, just like us. They feed their family, and they got people to take care of, just like us. So it's really any given Sunday. I mean, y'all see that every week. You see a team with a higher record than another team, and you're like, what happened? Well, turn on the film and you see somebody really like taking it to them, it's like, well, you got to be ready for that challenge every week, no matter who you playing against. So that's just my mindset. But I feel like, a lot of vets in this league know what that's about.
Can you explain the blue collar shirts that everybody shares here? What are those about?
I ain't gonna lie. I remember they had asked us about them, and I told them what I was gonna put on mine, but I don't even remember what they was for. But I'm pretty sure since they put them on there, he gonna tell us when we go to our meeting. So when I came in, I saw everybody had them. Me and Spiel was talking about, like, man, what's up with all these shirts? Look like we're going to work or something.
Oh, it's like a bowling shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'll be the message. Yeah, got to go to work. We'll see. We'll have to check that.
We'll see.
Yeah, circle.
You talked about Spillane. Yesterday you said we were in that 2 minute, around 2 minute warning. I could look at everybody in the eye in the huddle and I expect one of us 11 to make a play. How nice is that feeling to have that as a group on defense?
Man, it's good. Like I said, just since training camp, or really since OTAs, just being with the same group, the more we're around each other, the closer we are, and the more we gain confidence in each other. Week in and week out, showing each other that we can make plays when they come to us, and just fight for your brother when it's time to. I feel like that's important. And with a game like yesterday, I really felt like it came down to the closeness of our group and really executing when we needed to.
Thank you.
Cool.
Short week. What you have this week? What have you found?
Just over my years playing, you asking? I would say, just restore as much as you can. The details are important. Short week, you got a new opponent, you got to know what they do, and also got to know our game plan. So the details of things are going to be real important, and the focus, quick turnaround and, go at it, on Thursday night.
How much do you want to just continue doing what you guys are doing as a team?
Thanks. I always want to continue doing what we're doing, and try to take it up a notch week by week. I know this is a shorter week, so we don't have as much time, but, just stay consistent in what we do, hone in on the things. Obviously, we got to move fast, so, correct the correctables and, on to the next.
How much, especially after a game like yesterday, is there a belief around here no matter what, we can find a way to win?
Oh, for sure. There's always belief. There was no panic. You could see it in us yesterday in the film, offense and defense, when things were going our way or things weren't going our way, there was no panic. We kind of stayed poised in those moments and we stayed focused and we executed and the results were the results. So.
You were right there for that last tackle on How did that play out in front of you? What's going on in your mind? Because it looked like, watching that maybe he was down with a sack, but you're obviously there.
Man, pressure hit, and Baker, we talked about it all last week. He's a good quarterback. He's mobile and he can stay on his feet. And last minute, he just tossed it to a guy, the running back. And I was actually in a post, and I just, ran to the ball, and then I just seen that, and I was like, let me tackle him just to make sure. Like, you can play through the whistle. Nobody blew the whistle, so tackled him, and then we ended up getting off the field, so that was solid. We all, were playing together on that play, so.
Robert said that you could look at everyone in the eye in the huddle, 2 minute warning, and say, any of us 11 are going to make a play. You can see that. You see that same kind of thing?
Nah, for sure, yeah. Nobody was folding. Nobody folded. We ain't got no folders in our defense, and just seeing that was cool. We all were like, man, who's it going to be? Who's going to make that play? Who's going to, get this stop? We got that relentless mentality, and, it starts in practice, so, yeah.
What do you expect Gillette to be like Thursday? New uniforms.
Oh.
Yeah, what do you think of the uniform?
The uniforms. It's probably the hardest uniform. Okay, gotta update y'all on slang because I know I use slang sometimes. In my
Are they
interviews.
dope?
Dope. They're cool. They're very nice.
Are you mocking us?
No, I'm just trying to give y'all the rundown. When I say hard, that
you're gonna
means
wear them in the crib,
I'm
right?
I'm wearing them at the crib, and they're gonna look super fly. Yeah, no, they're very nice. It's probably the nicest uniforms I've wore in my whole football career.
Why?
Obviously, Patriots. No, I'm playing. They're dope. I've never had a uniform this unique, and the color scheme and just the way the look. It's got a lot of aura to it, So yeah, for sure. I'm like, yeah, this is dope. You see the white helmets and. Yeah, it's dope.
Can you explain aura first?
Aura, okay. Aura is like a thing where
you know, when you're naturally like when your presence is naturally felt, when you like, oh well, I feel the aura. When you wear the uniforms, you know what I'm saying? They got some aura to it. You're gonna feel the aura. I mean, everybody likes it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they look pretty cool. So yeah, they have some aura to it. For sure.
You got to wear the red ones already.
The red ones got
People have a lot of emotional attachment to the red ones.
I'm not even gonna lie. The red ones is super, super, very nice. They're very nice. The red ones are very nice. Throwbacks are crazy. Like so yeah, I mean, we're gonna bring these guys out and look forward to, you know, going out there and playing our game. You know, God willing, come out with a victory.
Thanks, Sean.